All right, Jesse on fire. Let's go. UFC 291. And we are going to talk all about it, son. We got to make predictions about UFC 291. And I'm going to tell you guys about a special thing related to this video that you don't know about. What? Hey, what are you talking about, Jesse? Nothing. Just relax. I'll tell you in a second. But I'm going to talk about Tony Ferguson saying something that it pains me to call him delusional, but I don't have any choice because it is a completely delusional comment. And I'm going to tell you what that is, and then I'm going to tell you what I think the likelihood that he wins is, because even though I'm going to call him delusional, I'm going to give him a better chance than people think to win this fight, and I'll tell you exactly why. And I'm going to tell you about Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje, what I think is going to happen there, and then I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen in the, Pereira against Jan Błachowicz fight, and then I'm going to tell you what I think is going to happen in the Wonder Boy against Michel Pereira fight. So that's what we're going to do, all right? So buckle up, son. We're going to talk about delusion, then I'm going to have his back a little bit, and then I'm going to tell you all about those other things. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. I would appreciate it immensely. Now, really quick, before we get into it, okay, I would like to share my sincerest congratulations to one of my friends and co-YouTubers who is known for wearing a certain kind of hat that is pulled down over his head like this. He hit 100,000 subscribers. He was on my live stream the moment that I hit 100,000. So congratulations to the king of the underground, the fucking shit talker extraordinaire, MMA Guru. Congratulations, good sir. And speaking of hats, I am bringing that up. Just, congratulations to him. And then also on this video, I am going to promote a product that I'm not making a dime on this, dude. I'm doing this because my friend owns the company, and it is the shish kebab. Look at, these are Melon hats. If you are unfamiliar with Melon, they are the most vicious hats you can possibly get. You can soak these in water. They never get dirty. This is one of them that I have. Okay? This is another one that I have. This one, in fact, is the Walk-On brand, okay? This is the Michael Chandler Walk-On brand. And we are doing a promotion. They gave me a promo code, which is just for you guys, special for you guys. They are paying me no money for this. I'm doing it because these really legitimately are the sickest hats ever. And I want to share them with you guys. And also my friend owns the company. But these are the sickest hats ever. Here's the Walk-On one. I got that. Here's this black one that's not a hydro. Or no, I'm sorry. This one's a navy one. I own this one. Oh, wait, hold up. Here's an olive one that I got. I got this one. Here's another. This one's a hydro. This one is waterproof. I have this one. Here's another black one. This one is maybe waterproof. I don't know. Some of them are waterproof. Some are not. This is my favorite one. This, that camo, son. This, that white camo. I'm saying, dude, Melon, the link is in the description. The promo code's in the description. You save a bunch of money. I just went and checked. You get a huge discount when you use my promo code. I am not smart enough to do, I haven't even done the math. It's a lot, dude. It's a lot. It's a big ass discount. This is the most expensive one that I have, but it's not really like my stilo. But that's how many hats of Melons that I have. I just wanted to show you that. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm missing one more too. But nonetheless, Melon, check the link in the description. Huge discount. Promo code is in the description. You guys will love it. And congratulations to MMA Guru on getting 100,000 subscribers. What it is. All right. So what did Tony Ferguson say that was absolutely stone delusional? I will tell you exactly what that is. So in his press conference, Tony Ferguson said the following. He said, I am just now coming into my fighting prime. And I was like, wait, what, dog? Say that one more time. And it's like, okay. So he said he's just coming into his prime. It's like, dude, that's objectively ludicrous. Okay. He's lost 5 in a row. And I'm not talking trash, dude. This is one of those guys. Like, Tony's one of those guys that I really want to win. I love Bobby Green. Let me just say that. Personality wise, I love Bobby Green. I am positive that if me and Bobby Green spent any significant time together, we would be like friends. I love that guy, dude. I would laugh at his jokes all day long. I think Bobby Green is one of the most charismatic guys in the UFC. So I'm not rooting against him. I'm not, but Tony, bottom line, dude, Tony Ferguson is one of those guys, had the longest streak in lightweight history. He never got that really, really, really big payday, although he probably made some pretty good money for the Nate Diaz fight. But nonetheless, it feels like he got a pretty raw deal. Him saying that he's just coming now into his prime is obviously some kind of coping mechanism or something like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, dude, that's just ludicrous. If that's what he needs to tell himself to perform at the highest level, then, look, dude, good for him. Hopefully that helps him continue to fight longer, because going from the level that he was at to losing 5 in a row, facing potential, what, you know what I mean? If Bobby Green finishes him, if Bobby Green really whips his ass, right? Really touches him up and Tony can't really do anything, where does he go from here, dude? You know what I mean? Where does he go from here? He's fought, and this is why it's especially that. If he loses, he will have fought every single type of fighter and lost to all of them in the last 6 fights, right? So that's what it is. Now, he is a really big underdog, but I think he has a better chance of winning this fight than most people are giving him. Now, I would pick Bobby Green. But in terms of people thinking there's no chance that Tony wins, that's just ridiculous. Tony is super, super, super long. One thing that he has not shown at all in his losses is a suspect chin, okay? Getting kicked in the chin with a front kick by Michael Chandler and getting knocked out, that ain't a suspect chin. No one is eating that shot. Absolutely no one is ever eating that shot that knocked him out. No one. So that does not indicate a suspect chin at all. That just indicates that he got caught with a shot he didn't see. One of the most powerful shots you could possibly get hit with in the chin. I was there. Okay. And I'm telling you, and literally just coming off the video that I just did about the Alex Pereira thing, where I showed you guys that knockout, the aftermath of Alex Pereira. And I was like, dude, is he coming back too soon? We'll talk about that in a second. Just coming off of that video, I am going to say this. Having been to uncountable shows and having seen a lot of knockouts, concerning knockouts where the aftermath was whoa, these guys are really messed up. Without any shred of doubt, the scariest aftermath I've ever seen was the Tony Ferguson one after the Michael Chandler knockout. I thought he was dead, dude. I really did. He was out for so long, dude. And when he woke up, it was just I don't know, man. That was the only time where I really actually considered, I'm this dude might not get up. This dude for real might not get up. It was scary, man. That was a scary, scary, scary knockout, But again, that doesn't mean he has a suspect chin. Now, fighting against Nate Diaz doesn't really get his chin tested. So who knows? But also, Bobby Green's not known for one-shot knockout power. So Tony's going to be able to walk through some shots. He's very, very long. He likes to, he cuts the ring off. It is not impossible at all that he wins this fight. That said, he didn't look very good in the Nate Diaz fight. I do think he loses, but if you wanted to take a long shot bet on someone, Tony Ferguson is not a terrible bet. And, who knows? If he gets a win, he gets a win. But if listen, someone on my live stream the other day was look, you always bet on John Jones until he loses. Fact. That point is completely well taken. I agree with that. That said, the flip side is true also. If a guy's lost 5 in a row, there's no way you can pick him until he shows that he can win a fight in the UFC. UFC is the highest level there is. If they've lost 5 in a row, forget even about the confidence thing. It's if they've lost a step and that's why they're losing, dude, you got to pick the other guy until they show that they can still win. Bottom line. So I'm going to pick Bobby Green, obviously, but again, for a long shot underdog, I don't think that it's a terrible bet to bet on Tony. I think he's got a better chance of winning than people are giving him credit for. Now, the Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier fight, I watched Michael Chandler do a breakdown on this, which I highly suggest you guys go check out. As a matter of fact, just since we're talking about my boy, son, let's put our Michael Chandler hat on for this portion. So I saw Michael Chandler talk about this portion, he talked about breaking down the Dustin and Justin fight. And he did such an incredible job breaking down this fight that I'm actually just going to, I'll talk about the main points he said. He said that Dustin Poirier is the hardest puncher that he's ever faced. And which is crazy to think about for one reason. When you think of Dustin Poirier striking, do you think power puncher? No, you think surgeon, really crisp, very, very controlled, very measured, great straight punches. To know that he is actually packing heat like that behind those punches is wow, dude. That's crazy to think about because, anybody who's ever spent any, significant time in there, moving it, you can't always tell who really hits the hardest because it's like these tiny little micro movements that really generate the most power. You turn your body into a whip. I have always said this about Conor, like old Conor, and why his left was so vicious because he would turn his whole body into a whip, like a ball at the end of a chain where it was like whap. And it was crazy. I just watched this short with Michael Jai White, and he was talking about the most vicious spinning back kicks. He said Joe Rogan has the second best spinning back kick he's ever seen. And he was talking about the guy who has the best spinning back kick ever. And that guy described his spinning back kick exactly to the letter how I have always described why Conor's left was so vicious. And I was like, damn, I nailed that shit, son. But nonetheless, Dustin having power like that is very, very, very notable. Now, breaking this fight down is ridiculous. Honestly, it's ridiculous. They are the two toughest guys in the lightweight division, probably the two toughest guys to ever be in the lightweight division. You know, they already have a fight where they went all the way to the wall. Justin won 3 rounds, and then Dustin pulled it out in the fourth. I mean, it's like there's no way anyone can feel confident picking this fight. No way. But Michael Chandler picked Gaethje. I personally am going to pick Dustin. I love both these guys. I hope they both win, dude. I hope they both get performance of the night, fight of the night. And it's a 5-round split decision and they both win. You know what I mean? That's honestly what I hope happens. And I don't think that is even remotely close to impossible. But I don't know, dude. I just think, I'll tell you exactly what the difference is for me. Is both of these guys have the capability to dig really, really deep. Like dig real deep, obviously, and just fight and fight and fight. The only thing that I see different about how these two guys dig deep, in my opinion, and I'm just basing this purely on my instincts of reading kind of reading their energy, is Gaethje is one of those guys that you could put him you could like bury him alive. This is a terrible example, actually. Bottom line is like when he gets hurt and you get deep in, it's like he is never going to give up no matter how hurt he gets. It's like that's where he's at. He's like, you can't break me. You can't break me. I am not breakable, which is a fact. Poirier not only is not breakable, but I feel like he actually gets more confident as the fight goes. Even when he's taking a bunch of punishment, the longer the fight goes, he's not just able to dig deep and fight through it. He is more confident the longer it goes. It's like he gets better as the fight goes along. His confidence grows. It's not just that he can fight through pain and punishment and whatever. He is actually getting better. Even, he's tired. He might not move exactly the same as when at the beginning, but like he sees the other guy slowing down and it boosts his confidence. That's why I'm going to give the edge to Dustin Poirier, and we'll see. So that's my pick there. Now, Pereira versus Jan Błachowicz, I really want to see Pereira win. I'm not going to lie. I really do. And I think that he's got a good shot at winning, but I have a feeling that what we're going to see is going to be very similar to Jan versus Israel Adesanya. I think Jan is going to take the fight to the ground. It's possible as they're feeling each other out that, Pereira just starts touching him up and he hurts Jan and he knocks him out, which would be amazing. But if you get out of like that first round, dude, I just can't imagine Jan standing on the feet with Pereira and trying to trade. So I'm going to pick Jan. My heart is absolutely with Pereira. My gut and brain tells me that Jan is going to take that fight to the ground and and do it up like that. Oh, I'm also picking Kevin Holland, by the way. I'm also picking Kevin Holland. I think Kevin Holland is going to have the defensive ground game to keep the fight. I know it sounds crazy because he's gotten taken down and held down, but I think that I have this feeling that Holland is going to be able to defend against Michael Chiesa's takedowns, and I think that he's going to touch him up. I think he's going to win on the feet. I think he's going to beat him up on the feet. I got Kevin Holland in that fight. And then in the Wonder Boy fight, I am picking Wonder Boy. There is no, dude, with a guy, you're going to stand up, you got a guy who's super creative and throws all kinds of crazy stuff. Dude, if you watch that last fight that Wonder Boy had against Kevin Holland, dude, he beat the brakes off of him, dude. Beat the brakes off him. I think you can expect a very similar performance. I think he's going to whip Pereira's ass on the feet. So going through again, we got Tony Ferguson is delusional, but has a better chance of winning than people think. But I got Bobby Green. I got Dustin Poirier. I've got Jan Błachowicz. I have got Wonder Boy, Kevin Holland, And what's the one that I just forgot? I don't know. I already said it, so you guys got it. Anyway, that's what I got. I love you guys. Thank you for keeping up with the channel. I got to do another video about some steroid accusations, big steroid accusations. So anyway, love you guys. Peace.